nice get up. International, rockin' Japanese denim. Enough gas to get you above average. How many more do I have to from my enemies? They bringing my old ways back. Back in my day, would they had your whole face smacked? Look at you, wonder why hate rap. Ooh, what make you wanna go and say that? And I'm on another wave, and I'm putting on some weight. Feeling overpaid, I'm supposed to do. Don't nobody know your name.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Newton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's second down. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Do something. Hey.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Relook. 95. Gotta go. Switch. Check 50.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gotta go. Check 50. Gun. Let's go, 14. 14, front it. 95. One left.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield. Penny will try to punch it in, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returning it, John Ross. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And on the ground they go with the running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. On first down, it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Second and 10, Newton again. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield. A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rashad Perriman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action. Now Wilson. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Under a minute to go. Clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
Check 50, check 50. Check, guys, 4 down, 4 down. Took right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. 19. Kill. No.
On first down, Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
19. 19. Right here. Check 51. Check 51. 19. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Now Wilson on second down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Shotgun. Zebra. Hey, over here.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Look. He's tracking. He's checking track. Run left. Hey, over here. Bang out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. In for the score. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Third and long. It's Newton. Going deep downfield for Rowe. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Shotgun. 380. Reload. Right, easy. Check 51.
After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
95.
And they'll run it here. Oh, and now he pulls him over. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Check 50. Spot that.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they'll go with the ground attack here. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Hey. Do something.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Flush to his right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
That's right now. Hey.
Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Newton on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Just beating the play clock is Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Hey, hey. 14, run it. Bang out, bam. 18.
Now Wilson on 1st down. It's caught, Lockett. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this down to the 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Let's go work.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
14, run it.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle. Tough.
They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they'll go on the ground. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Everyone's got four down. Be alert. Check 50. Check hot route.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first two plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Check 50. Hey, you got three. Three down. Hey, watch it.
Play action. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Crawford. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the run, Newton going to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. How to get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now Newton on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
That's right now.
On third down, it's Wilson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And on the ground they go with a running back. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll run it here. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And they'll go on the ground. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
95, 95. 95, 95. Switch. Ooh, inside. Inside.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Shotgun. Hey, 95, 95.
On 2nd down, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. Now the ball comes loose, and this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ready? 180. Hey, hey. Hey. Gun.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And some space here. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
There. 4 down. Check. Friday. Check 50.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
19. Four down. Right, easy. Check 51. Hey, over here.
From the shotgun, Wilson flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. That'll bring up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Off play action. Newton. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now a first down throw for Newton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Well, he's used to running it. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I rarely question anyone's effort on the field. But normal, you give up a touchdown like that, a long-distance play, there's usually not a lot of resistance on the extra point. In this case, though, well, they bowled their backs and got after it, didn't they?
A little revenge. Nicely done.
Yeah, way to go. Get in there, block it, and show them that they're still fighting.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 51, check 51.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Gotta go. Check 50, check 50. Be alert, be alert. Switch. 18. Got it. Tempo.
Here's Wilson looking to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. He got 29 yards that time. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Check 51. Check 51. 19. Gotta go. Hey, easy. Check 51. Check 51. Gun. Run left. All right.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Wilson now 15 out of 17 through the air. Only 2 incompletions. It's first down.
Check 50. Check 50. All right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up.
14.
Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
36.
Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, over here. 14. 95.
Wilson to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 72 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with time running out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. They'll try and run it in. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And now they get the timeout call. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
14. Reload. Let's go, 14.
They'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. One last shot for Wilson. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Wow, Charles, that doesn't just take points off the board. That takes a win off the board.
So now you have to regroup because you've gone from celebrating what you think is a win to trying to figure out how to do it again and make it a win.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Cardinals, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank